Alrighty, this is Mindy Lockaby with my friend Bethany, and we are going to talk about the Christianity symbolism in Out of the Silent Planet. And we're both very nervous on camera, but here we go. So, Bethany, have you ever read the book Out of the Silent Planet?
No, Mindy, I've never even heard of it.
Well, neither had I until it was given to me as an assignment. And typically, Bethany, I would never read science fiction. Are you into science fiction at all?
A little bit.
No.
I lean more towards science fiction.
See, I would never pick up a science fiction book. But this was very interesting and I actually enjoyed it. My arm's getting tired. So, this book was written by C.S. Lewis. Earlier, whenever I was discussing this book, I called it J.K. Rowling, which was a sin because I know it's two totally different authors. He wrote Harry Potter. She wrote Harry Potter
And Narnia,
and Narnia.
I think.
Yes. So, anyways, C.S. Lewis was the author, and C.S. Lewis was a very Christian person, and his goal, from what I understand, the way I take it by reading this book, was to compare Christianity, kind of help the readers see what Christianity is about without being obvious about it. The new planet, the setting of the book is a new planet. It's called Malacandra.
So tell me more about Malacandra.
Okay, Bethany. So, Malacandra, he finds it to be a very beautiful planet. And at first he was very afraid of it whenever he gets off and he kind of wakes up from this nightmare. He's scared to death. He has suicidal thoughts. He's not really sure what's going on. But as he gets out and he investigates, he finds that he sees things such as purple hills, rose-covered clouds, beautiful shores. He just finds out that he ends up having a very good feeling about it. He runs into different races on the planet, which scare him at first, but he winds up getting along with them. So, Bethany, another symbolism, and the thing about the planet that needs to be mentioned is it's comparable to heaven. He kind of wants the reader to see that comparison. It is very peaceful. Let's see if we can fit us both in here. There we go. It is a very peaceful planet. There's 3 races. Yeah, you take a turn holding it. It's making my arm really tired. Sorry, Miss Casey. Oh, look, I wonder if she can watch it that way, though. I hope that the horizontal view does not bother you.
Terrible.
So, the setting is comparable to heaven. He has it where people will kind of see that because they have a ruler, which I'll talk about in a minute. They all live up under his rule. The 3 races get along in perfect peace in comparison to Earth, where there's a lot of turmoil. So, much of the religious discussion that Ransom has, faced on Malacandra resembles. Okay, we're back. Sorry for the interruption. So much of the religious discussion that Ransom faces on Malacandra resembles the basics of Christianity. For an example, Lewis has the character of the ruler of Malacandra as an angel-like figure. And he's an angel-like figure. What's his name?
Mindy, would you tell me more about this angel character? What's his name? What does he represent in the Christian faith?
Yes, so his name is Oyaris. Not very well pronouncing that. So he also, little joke here, he uses names like biblical terms where whenever you're reading them in church, you really don't know what you're saying. You trip up over these very difficult words. So that is what Lewis incorporated as well, in my opinion. So, Oyaris, I'm going to call it, Oyarsa. I'm going to call it Oyarsa. Oyarsa. I'm going to call it Oyarsa. Hopefully that's pronounced correctly. He is the ruler of Malacandra. He's an angel-like figure. He serves higher-up figures in the same way that Christians serve God the Father and Jesus Christ. The main character of this story was Dr. Ransom, and through his adventure, he came to believe and represent the Alexandrian religion, much like a human being would through Christianity, which is another kind of example of how he incorporated this psalm. Ransom finds that he is better able to avoid pain and better able to avoid causing pain for others whenever he follows Oyarsa. This kind of relates to like whenever humans, in the sense that if they will look for the will of God in their lives, their circumstances can be better. So, where did it ask me? But so that's how Christianity kind of in the story relates to the Malacandrian, as if, you kind of look for the will of their life in your life, then the same your circumstances will be better.
Do you feel it was obvious symbolism, or do you think he wanted you to kind of have to think about it?
I really think that Lewis wanted us to pick up on the symbolism of Christianity, because honestly, I kind of missed it myself while reading the book. Looking for one of our assignments were to look for different symbolisms for other things, and so I really wasn't thinking about the Christianity symbolism there. I feel like maybe it was kind of I subconsciously noticed it, but until it was brought to my attention to look for it, then it was like, oh my goodness, it really is in there. It's just kind of hidden. You have to really be, really be fully dove into the book and really, allowing an open mind. And I think he did that so that he wasn't shoving his thoughts on other people. And I think that it was just a fun, more relaxed way to learn about the Christianity religion other than being outside of the church. I think he wrote the book with more of a laid-back approach rather than being inside of a church, very stern, preaching this about the Christian faith. He was able to tie it into a really fun, exciting book that people probably weren't expecting to learn more about the Christian faith in. So, thank you, Bethany, for taking your time to learn a little bit about the Christianity symbolism in Out of the Silent Planet, and you should read that book because it's actually a very good book, and I'm glad that I was introduced to it.
Well, it actually sounds pretty good. I think I'd actually like it.
It was. Thank you, KT, for an awesome semester, and I look forward to maybe having you in another class down the road.